Hi guys, Jesby in the UK, just shooting this update video concerning Robot Coin. Time now is 11:35 PM on Wednesday the 11th of October. And slightly disappointed with what seems to be happening with Robot Coin. All was looking good further to my other two videos, you know, the mining power and what was happening. If we look at the history, what was happening with deposits, let me just go down and track Sod's-Law if I can find a deposit now. No, they're not letting me go far enough back. Deposits, no. Yeah, basically what was happening was any deposit I was bringing over from EOBot and putting into the account, what they seemed to be doing different from EOBot, rather than it going into the coin amount, it was actually going into the mining account. So I brought over in Ethereum around about, I'd say it was around about $40 odd or so, and I had some other Dogecoin that I brought in from Free Dogecoin, which is a faucets site, and the rest of the GHS I've been building up by compounding. And the original video was showing you the way to do it free. You come in, you claim the Dogecoin, you exchange it for GHS, and you just keep compounding. Obviously, if you choose to sort of make a deposit just to boost your mining power up, that was obviously optional. But I've had one or two people now comment that they've made deposits over to Robot Coin, and after 4 days they've not seen that show up in either the coin section, or, which has happened to me, they haven't seen it appear in the GHS section. But also, I've also done, if I take you to history, I have done 2 sort of test withdrawals. Now, the one I did the other day was on the 9th of October, 300, which is the minimum you could take out in Doge, and that was going over to my EOBot account just to do a test withdrawal transaction. On the transaction ID, there was an error authorizing the withdrawal, so error decrypting response. I've yet to see that appear in EOBot, and we're 2 days later, and I sent a support email in, and I've yet to hear back from support, which after 2 days isn't really good. You know, you can allow some support departments maybe next day or whatever, but to be 2 days and not hearing anything, slightly concerned. Just done another one with 400 there, again to the same EOBot address. The strange thing this time is there's no transaction ID showing up, but there isn't even the same message appearing about any sort of error authorizing it. So again, at this stage, I've no idea if that's actually been transacted on the Doge blockchain listing. I'm going to go and check that out in a little while, just to see what is happening with that. But yeah, I mean, they had some problems a couple of days ago where people couldn't log in with their login details and everything. So it's difficult at this stage to know whether they've had some sort of a site attack, whether it's been hacked in some way and that's why things are not working, or if this basically is, you know, too good to be true and there is some sort of a scam thing going on. But it kind of seems odd in a sense if it's just a case of them disappearing now, because when you look at the top 100, and I think I was around about 50 something odd, over half of that we're all on lower levels of GHS. So even if you're talking about $23 worth there, 23s, they're all relatively low amounts. Admittedly, at the top end, there's a few people there. I think the top guy, if he has paid that in and it's not somebody connected with the site, you're looking at that would cost you to buy 7,000, you know, let's say $7,500 worth of GHS. And when you look on EOBot, for instance, and this has been running a good few years, so people generally come into EOBot at a much sort of higher level. You know, even when you go down to, how far are they showing it to? Top. No, here we go. I think it's normally top 100 with these guys as well. It's just taking a while to load. No, they're going even further. Wow, that's changed. Okay, but you can see, guys, even if you stop at the top 100, which is there, that guy's what, 35,500 GHS. Because this has been running that length of time, and people get in there, keep funding accounts, building their GHS up, and that, you know, that if you were going to operate some sort of a thing where you're trying to pull a scam, you know, you'd be more scared of sites that can build this sort of volume up, because if they suddenly disappeared tomorrow, all of these people are far more effective than, you know, the sort of levels we're talking about here at the moment. So it's difficult to judge at the moment what's going on. If there's just a case of they've been overwhelmed by too many people joining, and they haven't really geared themselves up to deal with the infrastructure side of it, or it is just blatantly someone setting up a clone site and clearly out to, you know, run it for a few weeks and then just shut it down and disappear with the funds. So yeah, I think the call at the moment, guys, is, I think what we need to say here is the current status is do not invest in Robot Coin at the moment. Obviously, you could still go in and use the free method, so that's basically where you go in, claim your Doge each day off of the faucet, and then just use the exchange it out for GHS, and just keep it doing it that way. And the key reasons at the moment, I'd say, do not invest in Robot Coin. Support are not answering emails currently, as of today's date, the 11th, and some customers' deposits have not been credited to their accounts based on the feedback I've had from a few people. Now, you know, I'd like to think that it's glass half full and be positive that this could be just a glitch and they will sort this out within the next sort of few days, but rather than let anyone keep sort of putting funds in or transferring funds over from someone else into this, I would say at the moment just do not invest in it. I'll do a status update in a few days just to see where we're at. But yeah, currently, guys, that's where we're at with Robot Coin. It's a shame if it has just proved to be somebody out to sort of scam everyone on this, because the potential was really, really good compared to EOBot. But obviously, it's like I said, you know, in all of the original videos and the disclaimers that go on them, you know, we're operating in the cryptocurrency field where there's always going to be a risk. In any of these sites, even the ones that have been around for a few years. Even recently, we've had some quite big cryptocurrency trading programs that have been around, you know, a year and a half and whatever, and have had huge investments from people. They're suddenly just disappearing overnight. So there's always a risk in these things, guys. And as I've said, with this one, even from my very first video, was to go in small, only, you know, if you're talking $5 or $10, don't go investing like hundreds of dollars and thousands of dollars into these things. Fine, if they last long enough and you can build it up over the years, that's the way to do it, but not straight in off the off, especially on a new site. But certainly at the moment, guys, the key message here is the current status would be do not invest in Robot Coin. As I say, if you want to use it the free way, then that's not gonna, you're not risking any of your own money. So that would just be a case of every day going into the faucet. I already claimed earlier today, but you could just claim your free Dogecoin. Once you've got that, you literally go down to exchange, press exchange, you go down to there, you would click the Doge, and whatever the value is you have in Doge, I mean, even here I've only, 18 of, but I'll just show. If you exchange it for the cloud, and that would give me that amount, and then all you do is buy. So even if you've only got like 2 Doge there, it doesn't matter, you would just click buy. I'll do that now. And then that just gets added onto your GHS mining power. But currently with Robot Coin, even if you are seeing the original videos and joining up, I may actually put the other 2 videos on hold, which I think would be the sensible thing to do. But anyone joining up now, do not invest, as I say, making it very clear here, do not invest any of your money into Robot Coin at the moment. Only use it for the free way of doing it with the compounding. And as I say, I'll come back with a status update in another couple of days. Let's just see if support do get back to everyone and these withdrawals do actually go through. Okay guys, and that's it for now. Speak to you soon. Take care.